So Diwali, when we were younger, it was all like really big and colourful, and we had the fireworks at the night, and we had a lot of gifts, and we gifted each other presents. Obviously, as you grow older and as the family grows older, and we become like we have our own things to do, and my brother's got school, and I've got like football and stuff like that. It's kind of hard for everyone to get together. So if we can, we can say if it's on a weekend, or try and go back home, and we'll try and do something as a family, and we've got friends as well, so we'll all like meet up and have like a little bit of a celebration there, do fireworks and stuff. But obviously it's quite busy. Last couple of seasons I've been quite busy, so it's been hard to do that. But it's more about just we have like a prayer at home, and we sort of celebrate what's more important, if that makes sense. And we do that side of things a bit more, instead of just doing the fireworks and having a bit of a good time. I mean, now it's quite difficult again, because obviously coronavirus, like, it's hit, and families are unable to sort of throw like big celebrations, and I'm sure it will be the same. Hopefully not, but people are talking about it's going to be the same with Christmas and stuff like that as well. So, I mean, it's an unfortunate event that's happened, but I guess we just have to deal with it in the best way we can, and like have our little celebrations at home, and try and stick to the guidelines as best as we can. So I feel like I'm gonna go home, and then it'll be just a little family get together, and throw a nice bit of have a good meal, and maybe do some fireworks, and that's about it really. So it's literally like a Sunday league team. I was like playing football with my mates at school. So I'm from Woking, and I was playing football in Woking with my schoolmates, and then it was like they went to a Sunday league team, and automatically when you're hanging around friends, you sort of want to do the same stuff they're doing, and sort of want to join in and stuff like that. So it was a Saturday morning training session, and I just went with them, and I loved it, and I've always loved football, but it was more of the competitive side that you didn't see just playing around at school. So I loved it, and from that day, like, I was just playing Sunday league football, and I was joined Mayfield Athletic when I was really, really young, and then like later on I joined Woking Cougars, and that was my Sunday league teams. And yeah, like, I've just been playing Saturday, Sunday with them for the majority of my childhood. So when I was really young, it was probably like there was two players that I would always want to watch, and when it was Premier League, it was always Didier Drogba, and he was my favorite player growing up, and everything he's done, like, I just loved him. And like, obviously outside of the Premier League, I loved Ronaldinho. And when I used to watch him on the ITV Champions League nights, like Tuesday nights, it was the best time, because like he would come on, and he made people want to watch the game. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he made people fall in love with the game, and it was just a joy to watch him. But I've got a funny story about Drogba, because I remember, I think it was, we went shopping, and I think it was like Chertsey or Weybridge. We went to the Tesco in Chertsey or Weybridge, and must have been about 10 or 11. And we're in like the frozen section now. And right next to me, like, he's right next to me. And I look over, big towering man, like proper long hair, he's got a baseball cap on. And I look at him, and I'm thinking, that looks like Drogba. But like, in my head, I'm thinking, nah, Drogba's not in Tesco doing shopping in Tesco. I was thinking, that's not him. So I'll go to my dad. I'm like, Dad, it's Drogba. My dad looks at him, and he goes, yeah, it's him. But I still didn't want to believe it. So in my head, I'm gobsmacked. I'm like, nah, it's not him. So I'm just staring at him like this, like across like a couple meters away from him, staring at him. That can't be it. I'm sweating. I'm like breathing so heavy. And in the end, like, we went up to him, asked for a picture, and like, he was so sound. Like, he was a real nice guy. Like, sat and spoke to me for a little bit. And yeah, it's an amazing memory that I'll never forget. That, I swear. Yeah, so like, I've been playing Sunday League since I was like 5, 6, and then I've been playing all the way up till 15. So I've been in like Sunday League football all my childhood, and I never really got an experience of the academy side of it. And like, people going for day release, and people I know going for day release, and it was a bit like, oh, they're playing for academies, but I could never really break through for one reason or another. But I got scouted at 15, and I got scouted for Brentford, and I spent a season there. And then after that season, I signed for Watford, and that was my first actual contract that I had. And I was with Watford for a season. That was when I was year 11. So that was a really good experience for me. And then after the season, I didn't get a scholarship at the end of it, but Bournemouth took me in and they offered me a scholarship. So that's basically been my journey, really. So went from Brentford to Watford to now Bournemouth, and I'm loving it here. And I've been here this is my 5th season. So I joined as a first-year scholar. So I spent my 2 scholarship years, and then now my 3rd-year pro here. It's been good. Well, I've always said this, my parents have been brilliant, and without them, I don't think I'll be anywhere near where I am now. I mean, the sacrifices they made growing up was immense, and especially for a South Asian boy, is you don't really see many kids from that young age playing, and it was always in my head, and people used to always say things at school and at other clubs, but it was never a big thing for me. But looking back now, it is a thing of parents sort of holding their son or daughter back from playing competitive sports, mainly because they may not see the end goal, they may not see the finishing line that the kid sees, and they may not see what they see, if that makes sense. So they look at the education side of it and think that will last forever. The knowledge will last forever, and it's true. I mean, no one can take away your knowledge, but at the same time, if the kid is very talented in football or very talented in another sport, and that's what they wish to go through, I feel like they should be pushed and they should be supported in that journey. And my parents were amazing with me, and they never pushed me to do anything. So the football that came from myself, and all the extra stuff that I was doing, it all came from myself. But my dad and my mum, I couldn't ask for anything more, because they were supporting. They drove me around everywhere. Come Saturday, Sunday, rain or shine, they was always there taking me. So I owe everything to them, honestly. I feel first you have to love it and not do it for the wrong reasons. And it's everyone says it, but at the end of the day, if you don't love what you're doing, then you're never really going to be the best at it. So I feel like you should enjoy what you're doing every day, but also persevere through all the hardships that come with it, and sort of embrace it and sort of take it head on and say, this is part of my story. I've had a lot of setbacks throughout my childhood and even now, but it's part of who I am, and it's obviously going to make me stronger. And that's the way I see these sort of things that happen to me.